So hello everyone, welcome to this another video of this channel. I'm Abhishek Verma, and in today's video we are going to see that how we can send a rich text email to our users with the help of Java code. So in the previous two videos you have seen that how we can send a simple mail as well as a mail with attachment. But the problem in those videos was that in the message body we were having only a single word or maybe at max a single line. And in general, whenever we are sending a mail to someone, it needs to be in a well proper formatted way. So in today's video, we will see how to do same using Java. Trust me, it's very simple. And hence, we will be making usage of the previous demos. So in case if you have not watched the previous demos, so my suggestion will be to first of all watch them and then come back to this particular video. Else you will end up in saying that okay Abhishek, you should have explained from scratch. But trust me, it's not possible every time. So without wasting any more time, let's directly get started and see how the things are going to look like.
So now we are in the IDE and now we are going to copy this existing demo number 2 and then we will create a new one, that is demo number 3. So first of all, let me go here and copy this, paste something like this, and we will say demo 3. So this is how it is going to look like, and I guess it's ready now. So now the thing which we need to do is that we will be going to this pom.xml. Let's see what do we have here. So as you see that here we are having only Jakarta mail. As of now, there is just one dependency. We are making usage of Java 21, and this is the latest available version of Jakarta mail version. I'll show you later on also that why I'm saying so that it's the latest one. Now, before doing anything else, let me make changes here so that you don't get confused whether it is demo 2 or demo 3. Then, so this is the thing. Then beside this, if I quickly show you this app.java, so here we can see that first of all, we are asking what is the recipient email. Then we are asking what is the subject, what is the message body. We are saying giving the option to user whether they want to send attachment or not. If yes, so we will be invoking the advanced mail option. Else we will be invoking the basic mail option. And here image we are sending as the attachment, and we are directly providing the image here itself. So this is the sample image from the previous demo. So this is the thing. Later on, whenever we will be doing the same thing with the help of Spring Boot, Spring REST, then I will also show you that how you can provide your own file or your own image at the runtime also. Yeah. So this is the thing. And now let's quickly move on to this mail service. So you see two simple methods are there. Both of them are abstract in nature. Then let's go to this one. And here we see that what we are doing is that, as I told you in the previous demos also, we are not going to write the main logic in these methods itself. Instead, we will be creating the separate helper methods so that we can use them in multiple places. Yeah. As of now, in my demos, there is no case as such, but in future, here, whenever I will be showing you any kind of demo, my goal is that you can reuse it same as it is in your production. Now, in your production, in your actual code, at that point of time, you may need to use the same method again and again. And that's the reason I'm not providing it here, yeah, just as a good practice. So this is the thing. Now you can see that first of all, if we are just sending a simple mail, then what we need, first of all, to whom we want to send, the subject and the body, 3 things. So what we do, we create a message object. Here we pass a session. Then we are saying that from which ID we want to send. Then we can say to whom we want to send. Here we can say to also, CC also, BCC also. We can even send to a particular group. Then we are directly setting the subject. Then we are setting the body. And then we are clicking on the send. As simple as that. And in return, we are returning a success message, something like this. In case if it is with attachment, then the changes are, first of all, you see message remains same, from remains same, recipient remains same, subject also remains same. The only change is that this time, instead of saying set text, we want to set a text as well as some attachment also. So we will be saying set content, and then this content is going to accept an object of multipart. So we create a multipart here. Again, it is coming from this Java mail and everything only. So under this multipart, we again create 2 more subparts. So first subpart is for the text part. Another subpart is for the attachment part. Now this is your choice in whatever way you want to create the first one. Then we say that, okay, add the body part as text part, then add the attachment also. And I also gave you the task of sending multiple attachments, and many of you have actually performed same. So that also I will show you later on in this video. Beside this, here you see that we are having the mail config. I'm not going to spend much time in this because already we have seen the same thing in 2 previous demos. And here are my properties. So basically you see all other properties are almost going to remain same. If you have started actually using it, you also will find they are going to remain same. Only changes your system email ID and system email password. That's it. Nothing much. Yeah. Then now the next thing is that, okay, we want to send a mail. So first of all, let's run this demo itself. Okay, so what I will do is I will go here and I will go to this run as, I will go to this run configurations. Then we will, let's say, go for this particular one app and or this app. Okay, any of them is going to work fine. So what we will do is here we are going to change it as demo number 3. So this is the change which we are going to do. And here let's go for this environment. So you see system email ID is already set as scaleupindiayt@gmail.com. We just need to set the password. So let me again create the one. So let me go here for this. And as you see that this is my website where I have added all the courses which I have created so far. Everything is for free. Okay. So many times you just keep on asking me that, okay, we are at this point or we are at another point. What is the next thing? What are the prerequisite? So the only option is you just need to come here. Now it is not possible that some fine day you will say that, okay, today I want to learn Java, today I want to learn Spring Boot, and everything should come automatically to me. The main thing is, first of all, as a developer. Now, developer is not a person who is just going to code. Developer is a person who is going to spend time in doing the analysis also. So if you are unable to do the analysis, what you want to learn, then what is the just benefit of coding? Nowadays, even ChatGPT can provide you the code, but that's not going to be the case. Okay. So here you should be first of all going through this, and then you can identify on your own. So let's say if you know something about Maven already, then you know that, okay, you can directly jump onto Hibernate, Spring, and all other things. If you say, I don't even know anything about Java, obviously Java basics is going to be your starting point here. And then you can click and then you can see more details about this. Now let's go here. So you see, I told you that last time also some of the users sent me mail. So this is from one subscriber, Om. So Om has sent me 2 attachments here, as you can see. Then beside this, in this one also, you see, Bharat has also sent me a mail just with a single attachment, but there is a very good content part here. We can see, we will come back to this later on. Then here we see that Abhishek has also sent me something. It's sometimes very odd when I pronounce my name itself as a subscriber. Okay, but this is different Abhishek. You can even check his DP. So he has again sent me all these things. Yeah, and this way, like, you guys are trying the things, you are sending me, and that's a proof. I mean, that's the best way of learning. Now if you will say that, okay, we watched the video, we didn't understood anything, because you actually didn't try the things. Okay, so that's the main part. So now let's first of all let's again give it a try. So we will go for this particular account here. Let's go to this security here quickly, and you see that again and again I keep on creating and removing the things. So the only thing which you need to take care is 2-step verification is done. Then we can just go for this one, and let's type here app password, something like this. And here it is asking me for the password. So here I'm going to say something like this, and it's not mandatory that again and again you change. Why? The only reason I'm changing is because I'm showcasing you the exact password as it is. Yep. Otherwise, in case if you are doing, then you don't need to worry. Like in this case, you are able to see my password. So that's why after creating this video, I will delete the whole thing. Yep. So here I will click on this done, and let's come back here. Then I will click on this one here, and then I will say edit, and here I'm going to provide the password. As always, the rule is we need to remove these spaces. So let me remove this. Let me remove this last space, and yeah, this is how it is going to look like. Let's say apply, and let's say run here. Yeah. So this is how it is going to look like. And here we need to provide the recipient email first of all. So I will try with my email ID only, and I will say scale up. Then I will say indiayt@gmail.com. So let's verify if it is right. Otherwise it will go to someone else. So it is scaleupindiayt@gmail.com. Okay, looks good. Let's say here demo number 3, and let's call it as trial, something like this. Again, fine. Now comes the message body. So what message we want to pass? Today I want to pass a big message. Okay, so what I will do is I will copy from my another screen. So let me just give some, yeah. So this is how I'm going to copy it, and I will be pasting it here. Now you will be able to see. So I want to pass this whole big message, and that's my message body. Because as I said, in general, whenever you will be sending a mail to someone, you won't just simply write saying hi Abhishek or something directly. Okay, like here also we see. So let me again just go back here. So you see that here what we are saying, so this is the one, yeah, from this, yeah. So here you see Bharat is just putting me everything in a single line. Hi, good morning, and my name, and all these things, everything. Okay, so although I appreciate this thing, but the point is this is not the best way of sending the mail. The best way is when it is completely formatted. So that is the thing which we are going to learn today. Okay, but to my surprise, what I see is that even before it has asked me another option, we can see mail has received demo 3 trial. And what it says, it just says hi Abhishek. Okay, now what all this happened? Let's go back why this happened. So if I go back to this one, you will see that when I passed this hi Abhishek, then all these things were also passed, and these were actually multi-line. Okay, because I wanted to have it in this way: hi Abhishek, comma, next line, and then something like this. But here if you see for this particular one, app.java, what I'm saying, I'm just simply saying here next line. So what it assumes is the moment you are going to say enter, so here after comma it assumed there was an enter, and hence it just took this as that particular part. Then obviously since there was a question, hence it asked me, do you want to send an attachment or not? And by default, since it identified this as the content, so it assumed it as no, and that's why it sent me a mail without any attachment. So this is how it happened here, and it said email sent successfully. Everything went well also, we received the mail. But the problem is, then how can we send these kind of big mails? Now one option with me is that what I will do is I will put everything in a single line, and then I will send the same way that Bharat has sent me. So again we have to do this kind of a thing, and that is only one option. Yeah, but again, as I said, this is not something which you want to receive as a user. Okay, or you don't want to send the same thing to your subscribers or anyone. So what we will do is that instead of this one, let's try something different. Okay, so I will clear the console from here, and what we will do is that we will go to this particular mail service sample. First of all, we don't need to touch this mail service interface as of now, so I will close. We don't need to touch mail config, I'll close. No change in application.properties, so I'll close that also. So all these things I have closed. Yeah, we just need to make some changes in this mail service IMPL. What are the changes that we are going to see after some time? Now here, before going ahead, what I want to tell is that here you saw that basically I just wanted to change the name. Rest of the body was almost same. So what I will do is that instead of passing everything from the user, what if I do something like this? Let me copy the method here, and what I will do is I will paste the thing here. Okay, let me call it as something like this. Yeah. So this is how it is going to look like. So you see, basically what I have done is I have created a new method here, build mail body with template. Okay, just a simple method as of now, just a Java method. Here I'm saying string body. So whatever we are passing from this console, that will be received here. Then here I have provided a template. Now you see that in Java, I don't exactly remember the version, but I guess since Java 11 onwards, we get something like this, which is a text block. Now the benefit of text block is that when you want something to be printed in this way, like you want separate lines and everything, then you can have it something like this. And we don't need all these p tags. So let me remove this one also. Then yeah, only that was the thing. So now I want something like this. And then what I want is that at the end. So once this template is ready, then I want to replace this particular word, that is subscriber name, with the actual body. So that means now in body, I will be only passing the name, and that's it. So I will replace it with Abhishek, I will replace it with Om, I will replace it with Bharat, or whosoever who is going to mail me next time, I will replace their name here. Yeah? That's why I say that you need to contribute. Otherwise, how will I come to know that you are actually watching the video? Now, if Bharat, Om or Abhishek are watching, they will come to know that, okay, I'm taking their names here. Yeah? So this is the thing. So this looks good. Now the point is how to use this part in our code. So what I will do is I will copy this part and we will go, first of all, let's go for this simple mail. So in simple mail, last time you saw what we were doing. Whatever we were receiving as a body, we were directly passing to the text. Now, instead of directly passing it to the text, what we will do is that first of all, we will be invoking this method, something like this. And here we are going to pass this particular body. So it is going to look in this particular way. And then obviously it is going to return me a string. So instead of saving it somewhere and then passing it here, what I will do is I will directly pass it here. So this is the way which I'm going to do. And yeah, this is how it is going to look like, guys. Okay. So here we have passed. Another thing is that this time, since we want it to be like some HTML content and in a better way we want it to look like, so here we are going to pass one more argument, and yeah, that's an overridden method. So we are going to say it something like this, text/html, and then there will be a semicolon here. Then we are going to say a cat set, and here we are going to say UTC-8. Okay. So this is how it is going to look like. So this is not UTC, this is basically UTF. Yeah, this. So basically what I'm trying to say is, okay, set text is not going to work like this. Okay, this one is not working. So what's the thing? Okay, set text will not work. So here I need to make it as content. Okay, text will only take text only. But when you say content and then you pass something like this, then I'm assuming it will take care of some HTML also. Since it is HTML, then we also need to take care of this cat set. Hence, we need to pass it as UTF-8. It's a general standard. So whenever you will do anything in Java, something like this, you need to maintain a standard of UTF-8. And this is also, I mean, one of the security best practices also, if you see. Yeah. So this we have provided here. Now you see that in these simple mains also, we can make usage of content. So it's not a case that whenever you are making usage of content, you need to pass a multi-part only and all these things. Just with a simple string also, you can do all the same things. Yeah. Then after this, what we will do is the same thing we are going to mention here also. So yeah, there it went. Okay. So instead of multi-part, we are going to provide it like this. And can we provide here this multi-part? Okay. Yeah, here we, okay, not in this particular one. Okay. So here it is going to remain multi-part only because multi-part is taking care of text as well as attachment. We just need to change the text. So here we will be changing it here. And again, here we can directly say set text because it's a part from my body part. Okay. So this set text was different from the other one. Here it will directly accept text and HTML and something like this. Okay. Looks good. So basically what we have changed is that instead of directly passing whatever we are receiving from the user, first of all, we are invoking another method, something like this. There we are changing the name. So this we are doing. And secondly, we are passing it as text HTML so that in the output, it is going to look formatted. So this is the main change. So let me just save it. And now let's go back to this app again. Yeah. No other change as of now. So let's run the same thing again. So there we go. And here, let me click on this run button. And here again, we will say scale up. And then here we are going to say India. Then we are going to say YT. Then @ and we are going to say gmail.com. So this is how it is going to look like, guys. Subject. So this time let's give a different subject. So demo 3. And here we are going to call it as trial 2 so that we can see the difference. Previous one I haven't deleted yet. Yeah. Now in the message body. Now you see in the body, we don't need to provide anything big. Okay. Already we have the content. The only thing which we need to pass is the subscriber name. Here I have taken that example that I can only pass these things. In case if you say, no, I want to pass few more extra things, then obviously you need to make the changes here. Yeah, that I will leave up to you. So here I will just pass my name. I will just call it as Avi. Yeah. Let's say this. And now it is my choice since I have made changes in both the methods. So any of them is going to work fine. Let's do it with the attachment. So let's say yes. Yeah. And now let's hope that it is going to send the mail. Okay, it says there is something like this. It says text HTML and this Unicode is not supported. So what is the issue? Why isn't it working fine? Here it says set content. Okay. The problem is that although this method was not throwing us any kind of error when we said set text, but still we need to call it as content, and that's the only problem. Okay, so that's the thing. Yeah, so here that was the issue, because when we set the previous one, there the encoding was not supported. So always we need to say set content only, and I don't want to write the same thing again. So what I will do is I'm going to run the same thing again. So let's run it. Okay, so this is going to look like this, and in the subject let's again say demo 3 trial 2. Okay, it's like in the shooting also they say scene 1 take 2, something like this. So all the same things. Yeah, so again let's say abhi, and let's say again yes, let's give it a try and see. We said yes, and that's why we were able to came to know about our mistake. Otherwise if we would have said no, it would have worked fine. Yeah, so that's why it's always required that whenever you push something in the production, first of all you have to test each and every small thing. Yep, let's go and check how it is going to look like. We have received a new mail. Let's go here. Okay, it's not good. Okay, I mean here we can see that okay, this emoji has also appeared, but the problem is everything is still in a single line. Here you will say that okay, these are 2 lines, but the only reason they are 2 lines are because here the length of this particular screen ended, and that's why it came automatically in the next line. Otherwise still it's not that much good. Okay, now here at least the best part which we have learned is that yes, if we want to hard code something, we don't need to write again and again complete thing. We can have something like this, some kind of template, and there we can only provide the required information, then things can be done. But still this is not much human readable. I mean this kind of mail, if it will come to you, you are not going to read it. Okay, so let's again try to make it better, but at least we have learned something better now. Okay, so let's go back here, and what we are going to do now is that since now this means that only putting the things here are not enough. So now that means one option is that here also you can make usage of some HTML tags. Like here you can say this kind of slash n or something like this, next line characters and everything you can put, some HTML content you can put here. But the problem is the moment you start putting some HTML and all these things like slash n or something in your Java code, later on, like after a few days, after a few months, after a few years, it will become very difficult to manage, because everyone is not having the same knowledge. Everyone is not perfect in this slash n and all these things. Okay, so here we should be trying to make it as simple as possible. So what we will do is, instead of making usage of template in this way, we will take usage of a tool. Okay, the name of that particular tool is Freemarker. Okay, for this, first of all, we need to go to this pom.xml, and here this is the one. So first of all, we need a new dependency. So let's go here and let's go to this MVN repository, and here let's type free marker, something like this, and this is the one. So which one to take, this one or this one? So here you see this one is also redirecting to first one only, so let's go for it. And here let's go for the latest version. It's December 22 2024. Okay, so in case if you are watching it later on, then you may see even an advanced version, but things are going to remain same. I will tell you what are the changes you have to make. Okay, now we are going to paste it like this. Now always I have a good practice that I don't like the versions in between the dependencies. Okay, because as of now there are only 2 dependencies. In future I may have 10, I may have 20. So I don't want to scroll down again and again, and I just want to make the changes from here. So here I will say Freemarker, and then I'm going to say this version, something like this, and here I'm going to provide the same thing, 2.3.34, and then we are going to copy this part, then we are going to paste it here. So let's say something like this, something like this, something, and yeah. Okay, what happened here? Why it didn't printed the whole thing? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe some issue in the copying. So let me just type it like this. So let me say Control A, Control Shift F, and this is how it is going to look like. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we are having 2 dependencies: Jakarta mail, which is basically to send a mail; Freemarker, to send a better formatted mail. Okay, this is the one. And now let me tell you what is the magic it is going to perform. For this, what we can do is we can directly search for the same word. So here it was Freemarker. So what I will do is, again, let me show you how lazy I am. So I will copy this word and I will search it as it is, Freemarker. Okay, So when I will search, it will show me something like this. Okay, AI mode is also there. So this is the one, Apache Freemarker. Now you can read the whole documentation. I'm not going to read it here, but basically what it is going to do. So it says that now in your code there will be two things. There is going to be a template. Now in your template, it is nothing going to be an HTML file only. Within your HTML file, you will be having these kind of variables, like the same variable which we were using in our method. Same variable we need to pass in the HTML template. And then in the Java, we just need to set these things like set name using some method, using maps or something we need to set. And in the output, we will be getting a formatted output. So this is the thing. But the question is what to do now, like how to make usage of it, where to make template, how to put Java object there, how to get the output. So for this, we will go to this manual. Deliberately, I'm showing you all these steps. Otherwise, for me, it is very, very easy that I can directly show you code. Then later on, you will say that, okay, Abhishek, how you learned the things actually. So this is the way. We generally need to read all these things. If not all, then at least few of the things. Okay. So here we will go to this getting started. I will directly show you this putting all together. So here is the code which they have set. So they say this is a working source file assembled from previous fragments. Don't forget to pull Freemarker. So already we have a jar file with the help of a dependency. Now what we need is, see, they have given the code, but they have written everything within the test class. Instead of creating everything within a test class, we will be creating a separate configuration class as a best practice. So first of all, let's do that part. So we will come here, and in this one, let's create a one. So let's go here, and this is the one, guys, template. And then I'm going to say here config, any name you can use. There is no hard and fast rule. Okay, you can go for any name here. Then let's come back here, and then what we are going to do, so we are going to copy all these things. Okay, so as of now, basically just copy the configuration part, nothing else. Yeah. And what I will do now is that I'm going to paste the complete configuration here. So this is my main configuration which I'm getting from there, but still my class is not ready. Okay, so let's make it ready. So here we are going to say something like this. So let's say Control Shift O. This configuration is from Freemarker. So let's click on this finish, and it says these are the recommended settings. So we will come back to these also. Now instead of calling it as CFG, what I will do is I'm going to rename it, and I will call it as configuration, something like this. Okay, then I will say this, and we will say this. What happened? Why is it not changing? So okay, let me just save it first. Now it may work. So let's go back here. Let's go and say configuration. So in this way. So okay, cannot perform due to syntax error. Where is the syntax error? I don't see. It says there is something like this, but there is no syntax error as such. What's the issue, guys, here? CFG dot, let's say, set directory. This method, why isn't it working? Why? What it is saying? Let me just try. I guess because I directly copy pasted, there was some space issue or something. So CFG. Okay, I understood the issue. The issue is that what are we doing? We are directly putting everything within a class. That is not possible. Okay, obviously this is not a best case. Either we need to create a method, either we need to create a static block or something like this. So let's try to first of all do all those things. So what are we trying to do here? This is my configuration. How many times I want to create a configuration object in my whole project? I just want to create it once. And here also, I guess it is mentioned somewhere. You should do this only once in the whole application lifecycle. So I want to create the configuration only once. Hence, we will be taking help of the singleton pattern. So for this, what I will do is, first of all, I will be creating a private static final variable. So let me call it like this. Here, I will be saying configuration in this particular way. And here I will be saying, like, since it is a static and final, so we need to write it like this, configuration. Okay. Then, so this variable we have created. Now the question is that how we are going to return this variable. Okay, so this variable we are going to return directly with the help of a method, and that needs to be a static method. You can't say that we want the user to create the object of template config. Yeah, So that we don't want to do. So here we are going to say this particular one, and here we are going to say this particular one. If you wish, you can skip this part directly and you can just fast forward it a bit, and then you can check, and then this is how it is going to look like configuration and this. Yep. So this we are returning here, but as of now we have not set the values. Now how to set the values? One option is using constructor. Like in singleton there are multiple ways of doing. What I will be doing is a bit more simple. Here I'm going to do it something like this. Okay, we are going to load the thing always. So let me copy the things from here and paste it here, and this is how it is going to look like, guys. Yeah, this is the one. And now what I will do is I will copy this one. I'm going to paste it here, and since I have directly made the changes, so let me paste the things here, let me paste the things here, let me make this particular change here also, let me make change here also, then let me make a change here also, here also. Okay, see, there was a simple shortcut way. I have taken the wrong way. Okay, I should have directly changed the variable name first. Then it would have been better. Now it says there are all these things. So let us resolve all these things. Then it says, okay, it is going to throw some exception also. But the point is we are not going to make usage of this method. Okay, what happens is that this method basically tells that in which particular folder, which particular location your template is stored. And here you see, here we are hard coding that where my template is stored. I don't want to do like this. What we want is here within the resources, let's create this templates folder. So here we are going to say a folder, and let's call it as templates, something like this. And then we are going to say in this particular way, and we want to load it from there. So instead of making usage of this method, I will use another method from my another screen. Let me copy, and like, please don't mind that I'm copying from another screen. Otherwise, if I will just start typing each and everything at the runtime, it will take time for you guys only. There is no harm in me. Okay. So here you see now what are the things. So first of all, what are we saying? We are saying that configuration version is 2334. Okay, so this is the version, and there will be multiple versions like this. Okay, so you see all these versions are available. Now let's say that whenever you are watching this video, at that point of time version 35 came. So if version 35 has arrived, then what changes you need to do? Here you need to make 35 so that it downloads the latest one, and then you just need to do it something like this, control space. You see whether 35 is there or not. If yes, use 35. Otherwise, go for the latest available, that is 34 at that time. Next, what we are doing? Next, we are saying that from where it should be loading the templates. So as of now, we haven't created the template, but what we have done is we have created a folder within resources. It's a Maven project. This is the best place to put all your resources. So here we are providing name of this class only as the class loader, and then we are saying /templates, only this much. You don't need to give the whole big path. Yeah. And then here we are saying default encoding. So again, UTF-8, as I told you, this is required here also. Then here it says something about the exception handler. So you can read all these details here, that why we are using this one only. As of now, I copy pasted, but what were the other options? So you can check here that this is the default one. In production, which one to use? Rethrow handler. Then all other different options are also available that you can check. Then it says log template exceptions. So we don't want to log. Wrap the unchecked exceptions. Yes, we want to wrap unchecked and all these things here. Then this is basically needed when you want to perform something with the SQL date and time. In our case, as of now, it is not required. You see, we are just passing the name only. We don't want to play anything with date and time and something like this. So if you wish, you can remove this particular property. Otherwise, there is no harm. Keep the same thing as it is. Maybe as of now, we are not using, but in the production you need. So you are directly getting everything here preloaded. Yeah. So this is the thing. And one more small thing here, it says that, okay, let's create a private constructor, because this is the thing. So here, let me create a private constructor as a good practice. So here we will say this, and here this is how it is going to look like this. Okay. So we have created this private constructor also. Now this looks better. So this particular class is ready. Let's save it. And now what we will do is we will go back to our mail service IMPL class. Now you won't believe that this is the third time I'm trying to record this part, because the moment I reach here, the electricity goes away. So let's see whether this time I will be successful or not. So as I said, here we are, and now the goal is that we will be making usage of that template configuration. So I will go here, and within this, what I will do is I'm going to say here template config, the same class which we just now created, and within this we are going to say get configuration. This is the way to get the configuration object, and within this the method is get template. So that is the thing, and yeah, this is how it is going to look like, get template. So within this get template, we just need to provide the file name, because already we have said that okay, that is the folder, and for that let me just open it back here. So we have already said that templates is the folder name. So within this we just need to provide the file name. As of now I haven't written anything there. So what I will do is that here I'm just going to say something like double inverted commas. Later on we are going to provide the file name. Then after this, the next method is going to be process. So here we are going to say this process, and for this process we see there are multiple options. Let's go for the easiest one, that is object and writer. Two arguments it is going to accept. First one is data model, and second is a writer, so that we can write into that particular template. So this is the thing. Now first of all, since we need a data model here, so what we are going to do is that let me go inside this one and let's see how it is going to look like. So this is just basically an object, so it can be anything. So what I will do is that here we are going to create a map. So it is going to look something like this. So it's a map of string, and the second item can be anything. Let's make it as also as string. Yeah. So this way we are going to create, and then within this we can call it anything, but for the simplicity let's call it as data model, and within this let's call it as hash map into this particular way. So this is how it is going to look like. So here we have created this thing. Now what I will do is I will pass this data model here. Now, as of now you will say that okay, what about this template part? So we are going to remove it, yeah, but in some time. So this is my new method where I have written this particular data model. I'm passing this particular data model here. Now what we will do, that within this data model we need to set the things. So here we are going to say data model, and this is a map, so we are just going to make usage of this put. Let me make this d as small, and within this what we will do is, if you remember, like in our template also, what we are going to do, this subscriber name. So let me just copy this particular part here and I will be pasting it here. So the key is going to be this subscriber name, and the body is going to be as it is, because when I say body, so in body I'm just putting the name only. So hence as of now it is fine. Later on when you are doing it for the actual purpose, you can change the name instead of body to the username, subscriber name, or something like this. Yeah. This. Now the next thing, so now we have the data model which we are providing it here. What is the issue? It says it can throw some kind of IO exception. So let's surround it with a try and catch block. So let's do it something like, okay, not that particular one, but let's try to go for an easier one. So try with multi catch. Okay, so let's put it like this. And now what we will do is, just to make it a bit more simpler, here we are going to put this thing also within this. So okay, or let it be here, no issues, it's fine. So data model we are making it outside, and here this is the thing. And as of now let's try to accept all kind of exceptions. So let's make it simple. This is the thing. So this is the point. In case if there is any exception, then what we should return. So in that particular case, what we will do is we are going to return the same body as it is. Then we are not going to make any change. Okay, but in case there is no exception, then what we are going to do. So that is my main point. So for this, what we will do is we need to create a writer object, because here you see that this second item is going to be my writer. So we need a particular writer object. So we are going to do it like this. So here we will say writer. Here we are going to say this writer into this particular way. And here we need to call it as string writer. Okay. So there are again multiple implementations. We are going to take an easiest one, that is string writer. So here we can take. Again, you will say that, okay, Abhishek, how you will come to know that all these things? So you can always take help of this particular one. So let me, okay, where it is opening. So yeah, it is opening in my another screen. So let me move it here and something like this. So we can always take help of this, because see here also it is doing the same. So from this configuration, it is taking the template, and here it is providing a file, something is .ftlh. So that is the extension here. Okay, that is Freemarker, then I guess template language for HTML, something like this. Okay, it is doing. Then here also it is taking this writer, and here it is saying output stream writer, and then it is saying system.out. We are directly saying string writer and that particular way, so it is going to work. Then the same process method which we are invoking, and it is also doing the same thing. So it's almost the same thing. I'm just making usage of it in a better way. So this is the writer, and this writer object, what we will do is we are going to provide the same writer object here. And then here what we will do is here we are going to say return, and here we are going to say this writer dot toString. So this way. So if everything goes fine, then we are going to return this true string. Otherwise, we are going to return this as body as it is. Yeah? So that way we will do. Now what I will do is I'm going to remove this part completely from here. And this is how my method is going to look like. A very simple and nice method we have created here. So what we are basically doing, we are creating a data model because this is required. We are creating a writer because that is required. And then process is the method. Now the only point is left is we need a template here. So let's simply save it. And now since we need a template, so what I will call it as welcome. And as you just saw there, we need the extension as FTLH. Okay. So this is the extension. So I will copy this name and I will be creating a file within this. So I will say new within this. I'm going to say a simple file and this .ftlh. And this is how it is going to look like, a very simple file. Now within this, what you just need to do now is that here you can provide this thing. So here also they have provided us a HTML content, HTML template, and this is how it is going to look like. So this is very basic one, welcome in this. And you see, if required, you can put multiple things also. It's not a case that you just need to provide one thing. Our case is simple, hence we are providing one thing. You can provide any number of things. You can even make links or whatever you wish. So instead of doing this, what I will do is I will be pasting my own FTLH. Okay. So where it went, so let me go inside this and I will be copying the whole thing and let me paste it here. So Control A, remove and paste. So this is how it is going to look like. So again, this is just a HTML page. Now, even I'm not good in HTML. So what I did is I took help of ChatGPT for this. I just told it what I want to send, how my email content is going to look like, and then it created the whole thing for me. Here, this is just pure HTML. So if you know HTML, this is going to be easier for you. If you don't know, take help of ChatGPT. My only main thing is that here I'm providing this subscriber name. So this variable name should be matching completely with whatever you are writing here. Otherwise, it is not able to substitute the things. So here, let me just save it. And this is the part. And besides this, do we need anything? No. We were already calling this method and rest all, each and everything was working fine. So this is how it is going to look like. Let me just quickly refresh it. And now let's again give it a try to send the email. So here we are and let's click on this send. So this is the one and here we go. So here we are going to say scale up. Then I'm going to say India. Then I'm going to say YT @ and then I'm going to say gmail.com. Yeah, then here we are going to say a subject. So subject this time, let's say demo 3 and trial number is 3 here. I mean, overall demo trial is 3. Otherwise, I have done it multiple times. Then in the message body, now what we need, again, we just need a name. So here we are going to say Avi. Only this much, let's say. So let's click on this. Again, do you want an attachment or not? We are doing it for both of the methods. See, that I already told you that for basic as well as advanced you can do. It's not an hard issue. So let's do it for yes. And let's do it like this. Let's see whether it is going to work or not. So it is taking some time because I guess my Wi-Fi speed is also slow now. So now let's go back here and let's go back to inbox, and in my mobile, I can see I have received a mail, but here also let's hope the mail comes soon. Yeah. So we have received our third mail. Let's go and see. So now you can see now it is much more formatted. So here it says hi Abhi because this is the name which I have mentioned there, and then everything. See, this time it is automatically keeping the things in the next line. That is number one thing. Another thing is here I want to make it bold. Okay, so here I'm saying that, okay, on 27th July 2025 at 8 p.m. So currently it is 1:41 p.m. So by 8 p.m. I should be able to send this mail if everything goes fine. So this is the thing here. This is the part. Then I'm saying thanks and regard. Again, I have made this part as bold, and see here I have made different links. Yeah, I have even mentioned something like this in a different. You will see the font size is a little different. The font color is little different. And here, let's see whether these links are working or not. So we can try for this LinkedIn. And beside this, we can also try for something which you don't do. That is, you can go to my YouTube here. Beside this, we can go for my top meet also here. So all these different links, let me try. And this is the GitHub link. Okay, obviously this is the GitHub link. There you see each and every demo is available to you for free. And still you don't want to share my channel with others. You don't want to subscribe. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the thing. And see, still we are on 18.6 subscribers. Please help me to make it 20. Okay, and let me give you very clear idea. The moment we will reach 50, then I will make microservices playlist. Otherwise, if you will say that, okay, we are interested in microservices, so please make, but we are not going to share your channel with others, then obviously I'm not going to make. Like, why should I take that much amount of hard work? Okay, and here also, this is my LinkedIn. So here also you can connect with me, like all these things. So here I have sent the complete thing. So this is how it is going to look like. So hence you have learned that now we can send anything within this, whatever we wish. Yeah? So this is the part. And before we close the thing, let's do something more interesting. Okay, what we will do is I will go back to this particular one. And as of now, you saw that I just sent it to myself. What I will be doing is that I'm going to change this app a bit. So what I will do is, as of now, let me just comment the whole part. So something like this I'm going to comment, because that I'm just going to do for the temporary purpose. And here I will be copying from my current another screen, and what I will copy is I'm going to copy this particular part. I'll just show you what I have copied. So I will be doing it something like this. And here, let me say again, Control Shift O. So what I'm basically doing. So this time scanner I have made, but I won't be making usage, doing any usage of this scanner. Then here, what I'm doing is here in the subject, I'm saying mail sent while recording demo number 3, mail service sample.jpg. And here what I'm doing is I have created a map. Now within the map here, you see that I have mentioned 3 items here. So all these are the 3 users who are actually running the code and then sending me the mail. So now it's my duty to send them a reply mail. So we are going to send a mail to Om. We are going to send a mail to Bharat, as well as we are going to send it to Abhishek. Then what I'm doing is that I have created a map. So on this map, I'm going to iterate over this. The key is going to be the email, value is going to be the body, and then we are going to invoke the send advanced email method. Okay. So we are going to invoke that method 3 times, and then in the output we are saying whether that email has been sent or not. Yeah. So if Om, Bharat and Abhishek, if you are watching this video, if you have received this mail and you are watching it also, then do reply me whether you have received or not, and on the comments also. Okay, not only on the mail but also in the comments of this video, so that others also can see whether you received this mail or not. I'm deliberately not doing a BCC to me here. Yeah. So let's see whether we are going to make it a success or not. So let's click on this one, and this time you see that, okay, it is just running. It's not asking me anything because everything is ready made here. Yeah. So okay, it says the mail has been sent to Om. So to Om, the mail has been sent. That's my assumption. Then to Abhishek also the mail has been sent. What about Bharat? Okay, to Bharat also it went, because what I think is that it is going to create a hash map. Okay, so when we say map.off, it is going to create a hash map. And see here, you have actually seen the implementation of hash map also. So in hash map, we always say that the order of retrieval is not going to remain same as order of insertion. So you see, first it went to Om, then it went to Abhishek, and then it went to Bharat. And to all these 3 people it has went. The code has stopped, and now it is their turn to tell us whether they have actually received a mail or not. So I hope they are going to tell us in the comments.
So hence we have seen how to send a well formatted email with the help of Java code. I hope you find it very easy as well as helpful. Now the task for you is that you need to send similar mails to your friend. In the mail, you need to share my content with them and ask them to subscribe to my channel if they are willing to learn Java. Besides this, in the 2, you need to keep their email ID, and in BCC, you need to keep my email ID. Let's see how many mails I will be receiving in the next coming week before releasing the next video. And in the next video, I will be showing you how to do the similar steps with the help of Spring Boot. Thanks everyone. Bye.